So when I was, COVID searching Amazon for different tools, I ended up getting to Amazon Japan from a Reddit post, and I started looking into the different tools, and I ended up purchasing this Nepros, right? Now, I've had plenty of ratchets over the years. I don't know if I'm addicted to buying quarter-inch ratchets or what. I know that this isn't a big breadth of them, but I never really found one that I felt was my go-to. The first ratchet I bought was this Matco. Now, this Matco, great little ratchet. I've had it for about 12, 13 years now, and I don't think it's ever broken. I took it to college with me, and it's always been a great little ratchet, but I always never really was happy with the head, because when I bought it, it was when they were switching to the 70 tooth, and the tool guy gave me a deal on it, and I always regretted that I didn't get the 70 tooth instead. So always been like a miss for me, right? The other ratchet I bought early on was this micro top made by Mac. This has a very, very smooth, clean head, locking, and it's a nice little package. Now, when I bought this, I always felt like this was going to be my last ditch effort ratchet for, getting into a tight place and, being able to get something else. So I've always been a little wary about breaking it, and I always felt that I needed to save it and keep it in good condition, and that the head wouldn't be able to support something, with a lot of torque. So I haven't used it much. I've used it a few times. You can see a little bit of wear, but really not too much. So then I tried out this Cornwell. Now, the swivel head, right? Take it or leave it. And I've never really been a pro of this head style, but a lot of backlash, but still a very fine tooth, very strong ratchet, something I trust, right? But didn't come up to be, the top of the list for me. Then I purchased the gear wrench, the 120, which honestly, such an amazing tooth design. It is a very, very smooth ratchet, but it still never satisfied my need for that, primary ratchet. It was great, but out of these three right here, they all have been take it or leave it, whatever's closest, whatever comes top of the box, or so. I bought Tecton just for curiosity's sake. I think that this mechanism is probably the smoothest that I have. It is very light backlash, very smooth teeth, great little thing, but not being a flex head, it's not my primary ratchet. So I got this Williams. It was supposed to be a 70 tooth, but it's not. It's a 30 tooth. So instead of returning it, I just left it in my box and said whatever. So it's great little ratchet, but back to the 30 tooth problem. So searching and finding this Nepros, right? I've heard these are supposed to be the world's best ratchet, right? 90 tooth, right? And in that 90 tooth package with a lock, right? It is actually a little bit smaller than the old Matco 30 tooth, right? And looking at a gear wrench, there's really no comparison with the size on the head. It just doesn't, right? And the balance on this thing, I heard that they hollow out the handles to make them balance. I'm not sure that they do that with the quarter inch, but I mean, this just feels good in the hand. It is a great little ratchet. Now, there's some other cool things that they've done. So there's not a lock, but there's a little neoprene spring-loaded sleeve in there, right? And that keeps it in place, right? And it stays, right? So these all have some type of locking head, so none of them are going to flop around, but this stays in place, is well balanced. The 90 tooth on this, it is butter, right? Now I have to say that the Tecton is a little bit smoother. Like, it doesn't have the backlash, right? A little bit bigger though. I think that once this breaks in, it's definitely going to be finer than that Tecton, right? And the mirror finish and the quality, the way that they've assembled this, this is going to be my ratchet from now on. This is what I'm going to pick up first, and this is what I'm going to say to all my friends: don't use that ratchet, it's mine. Well, hope you enjoyed this little video. If over time, as this ratchet gets a little bit more use, I'll update, because I know that purchasing from another country is a little bit concerning that first time. So I feel that definitely want to get that piece of information of, will it actually hold up over time? So I will update you after I've used it a little bit, but right now, couldn't be happier. All right, thanks guys, until next time.